everyone. So today I have an unhaul for you. It's going to be my first unhaul. Hello, Riley. So I'm just going to run through the books really quick. There's a couple of reasons for some of them, but some of them I had multiple copies of, so I'll just mention those when I get to them. So the first I have is I have a couple of editions of the yellow-backed Nancy Drews. Now in my last video I'm going to put these videos together, so the last video that you might have seen should be my redecoration of my shelves, and I mentioned that I got about 20 new Nancy Drews in the yellow hardcovers that I'm collecting for One Day My Children. So within that I had about 5 of them that I had already had, and so those obviously I'm just going to sell because I don't need 2 editions of the same book. I actually do have 2 editions of one of my books, but they're completely different editions. Like, these are the yellow covers, and that is more of the very old covers. So I do really like old books, so I keep them around. So the first one is going to be number 16, The Clue of Tapping Heels. Then we have number 17, which is Mystery of the Brass-Bound Trunk. Number 18, The Mystery of the Moss-Covered Mansion. Number 19, The Quest of the Missing Map. And number 20, The Clue in the Jewelry Box. Now I did also happen to have a 3-book bind-up of Nancy Drew. I don't really feel like I need to have, I like having the individual books better than these bind-ups, which is something I'm realizing. So you'll see I have 2 different bind-ups within this video. This is The Best of Nancy Drew Volume 1. It's got The Secret of the Old Key, which is number 1, The Bungalow Mystery, which is number 3, and then The Mystery of the 99 Steps, which is number 43, which I don't have number 3 or 43. I am getting 3 when I do my unhaul and sell these, and you'll see that in my bookshelves that I left a space for number 3. The next thing I'm unhauling is the full trilogy of The Hunger Games. I'm kind of over my dystopian kind of obsession that I went through when I was in high school and just after high school. So I don't plan on rereading The Hunger Games. It just doesn't seem to be on my radar. So I'd rather just these find a home that will love them and care for them. I do have 1 in paperback and 2 in hardback, so that also kind of bothers me. Which I do have the Sirena series in that too, but the Sirena series is signed, so can't really do much. The next one is Last One Home and Girl's Guide to Moving On by Debbie Macomber. These are part of a series, and I mentioned in my books I did not finish that I didn't really like Last One Home, so I don't really plan on reading it. Some of the ones in my did not finish, I did say I'm going to give them a second chance. This was not one of them, and so I don't plan on reading either one. Now, I do want to say I do believe Girl's Guide to Moving On is kind of a companion to Last One Home. So it's not exactly following Cassie, but it is following, I think, one of her sisters. So yeah. This is a book I've just been having sitting on my shelf. It's kind of more, I think, a collector's type thing, and I just don't see myself reading it or really caring. I'm not even quite sure who this is by. I guess these people. So the Faeries. It's not something I really care to read, so. The Happiness Project. This has been sitting on my shelf for, I want to say, since 2009, and I've never picked it up. I've never had the want to pick it up. I've never even looked at it. I forgot it was even there. It was back behind a couple of books. So I really don't see myself reading this, so I'm just gonna unhaul it. Now again, these are 2 books that I think were more of a collector's type thing. The Element Encyclopedia of Ghosts and Hauntings and the Element Encyclopedia of Magical Creatures. I don't see myself reading these. They are by different people, but they're pretty much the same thing, just on different subjects. But I don't see myself reading these, and so I'd rather them, again, go to a home that will love them, so. And finally, this is the other bind-up I was talking about. This is the Summer I Turned Pretty series. So I have the books individually. I have 1 and 2 individually on my shelves, and so I didn't really find myself wanting a 3-book bind-up. It's very heavy, it's very huge, and I don't see myself carrying this around to read. And I'm not totally enthralled with the Summer I Turned Pretty series anyway. I like it, but it's not like my favorite book ever. Like, if I had different editions of Harry Potter, I would not be getting rid of multiple editions of Harry Potter. Like, if there was a huge 7-book bind-up of Harry Potter, I'd be keeping both. But this is just something that was okay. I bought it because I really wanted to read the series, but I kind of went on a book ban via my husband. And so I saw this at Walmart and I convinced my grandma to get it for me, but then I never touched it. So, sorry, Grandma. So that is it on the books I am unhauling. I hope that you liked this, and I hope to... One of the books I do want is I want the number 3 to the Nancy Drew, which is the Bungalow Mystery. Other books I kind of have on my radar, I'm not quite sure. Possibly some Stephanie Plum books. I don't really know, honestly. I don't really have a specific book in mind that I'm looking to go buy. I think I'm just going to get the Nancy Drew one and then kind of look around. I might, if they have a copy of Sweet 16 by Kate Bryan, I am definitely probably going to end up getting that because, again, when I posted my review for Megan Mead's Guide to the McCallum Boys, I mentioned I cannot keep that book. I have loaned it out and lost it twice now. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it will stay in my collection this time. So that's pretty much it. I hope that you liked this video, and please comment and subscribe if you want to stick around. Thanks. Bye.